So Matt Stork had something he wanted to talk about with this. Donald Trump, he won on 60 Minutes for 90 minutes the other day, and a lot of people are sharing clips from that. This one in particular was shared by Representative Anna Paulina Luna. Trade deal plus peace equals a win for everyone. And this is a clip that Stork wanted me to see, and then he wanted to talk about. So let's play this.
It is working with Putin, I think. I did different with him because we don't do very much business with Russia, for one thing. You know, he's not like somebody that buys a lot from us because of foolishness.
Now I got to go back a few seconds because we got the like goal. Thank you guys for hitting the like goal.
Buys a lot from us because of foolishness, and I think he'd like to be. I think he wants to come in and he wants to trade with us and he wants to make a lot of money for Russia, and I think that's great. That's what I like.
Pause.
Yeah. So all of that and everything was really great, and I think there's a lot going on there. But then this last part is what got me, Tyler. This is why I wanted to talk about this. So go ahead.
All right, let's see this last part.
Done in a couple of months, do you think?
I think we're going to get it done, yeah. I think he really wants to do business with the U.S., but it did work with India, and it did work with Pakistan, and it did work with 60% of those countries. It is.
So I guess the first question is, why the fuck do we have a trade deal with Pakistan? What do they produce that we fucking want?
What is it that we're getting from them, Stork?
I genuinely have a fucking question about that.
Oh, you actually don't know?
Like, I don't know. Can you think of the last Pakistani thing that you got for like what was the last Pakistani product you purchased?
A central component of the agreement is the co-development of Pakistan's oil and gas reserves, particularly in resource-rich but volatile regions such as Balochistan and Khyber. I'm not going to even try to pronounce that. Where recent onshore discoveries like the Spinwam-1 and Shiwa wells have shown promising yields. U.S. energy giants, including Chevron and ExxonMobil, are expected to secure the licenses for upstream exploration and development activities. So the trade deal is we're getting gas from them.
So we get gas, maybe some rare earth minerals. You got a point there. Afghanistan has a bunch of rare earth minerals, and Pakistan's right next to Afghanistan. Speaking of which, for those of you who don't know, Afghanistan is starting a war with Pakistan right now.
Yeah, isn't the Taliban using some of our equipment?
I believe that is actually accurate. I've joked about it, but I'd be shocked if they weren't using some of the material that we left behind to start a war with Pakistan.
There was some plane that we had left over there, and they were test flying it, and they were screaming "God is great," and the plane they tried to make a turn, and they turned too much, and it flipped upside down and crashed, and I was like, damn.
Allahu Akbar.
I don't want. I think it was an AC-130, but I'm not sure. It was one of those really big like cargo planes.
Yeah. But anyhow, no. So first off, let's start there. Secondly, I'm sure there are minerals and other things that we would like. And Pakistan reportedly is making some incursions into Afghanistan. So there's a lot of questions there that we should ask. But okay, so they get oil, or we get oil, they get money. Huh, okay. What about India, though? That's kind of an interesting one. Trade deal with India.
Let's see. Trade deal with India. What are we getting from them? I hope we're not getting poop festivals.
We get scam calls. They get...
Let's see. Under the proposed terms, that we are expected to reduce the tariffs on Indian exports from 50% to between 15 and 16%. In return, India is reportedly agreeing to gradually scale back its imports of discounted Russian crude oil, a major sticking point in the negotiations, and increase energy imports from the United States. Additionally, India may commit to purchasing non-genetically modified corn from the U.S. to support its ethanol blending program, and there are indications the deal could include procurement of U.S. military hardware.
Cool. Hey, what countries did Trump visit before he went to India?
I don't know. There was a bunch of Asian countries.
I think one of them was like Japan. Another one was like South Korea. He also met with Xi at one point. Hey, could you pull up that link that I sent you about Japan? The first one with the old prime minister from August, if you don't mind.
That's in the Discord, right?
Yeah.
Japan's economy needs foreign workers. That one.
Oh yeah, that one. But the old one first. I want to focus on the old one first because
What was the other
there's an
one?
interesting thing there. There's the one with the new prime minister and the old prime minister. So if it's
Uh,
got the female, that's the new one. If it's got the dude, that's going to be the old prime minister.
I don't see the dude. Oh, I see it. I see it. It's a smaller link. That's why.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Let's pull this up on screen for everyone at home to see. Is it this link here? Japan, India aim for more than 500,000 people to people exchanges over the next 5 years.
Yeah. That link is kind of an interesting thing. And then basically between a Japanese holiday and a bunch of incidences with Indian and Pakistan, and that's kind of an interesting point there. A lot of these people that are being sent overseas to work by India, they're not actually Indian. They're Kashmiri Indian because they're trying to essentially get a lot of those people out because India has an interesting policy when it comes to communists, for example. Did you know that communists are not counted on the census?
In India?
Yeah, they're
Good.
not people.
Well, I mean, that used to be a policy here.
Yeah. So they're not people, and India wants to get rid of as many Muslims as well. And most of their population that are Muslim is in the kind of northwest side, which is near the Kashmiri provinces. So 500,000 people over the next 5 years. That's 100,000 people. So Trump went from Japan to all these other Asian countries, and then he ended up in India. Didn't Japan's prime minister, her entire campaign promise was to not allow the Indian workers in Japan, right?
I don't pay attention to Japanese politics. Was that a policy promise that
That
she had
was
made?
a major policy of hers. What's that second link I sent to you then? I'm a little confused on this.
Let's see. Japan's economy needs foreign workers, not the nationalist approach pushed by its new leader.
Oh, interesting. I think that's the long link. I think if you scroll down on that, there's going to be some like highlighted text in there, maybe. If you scroll down far enough, I believe there was highlighted text, unless you cleaned the link. I'm trying not to clean the link.
I did not. I didn't. I don't know. I just clicked on the link.
Oh, my bad. Here, let me spoil this for you. Japan's going to continue letting in the Indian workers.
Well, I think partly because of that is their population decline, is it not?
I think part of that is India is trying to get money from other countries.
Well, that too. That too. I mean, we have these graphs that you sent me. I don't know if is India on one of these graphs.
India is not in one of those graphs. I can pull up India real quick, take a screenshot, and send you as well. What is it? That would be U.S. remittances to India.
But so Japan is the canary in the coal mine for many developed countries suffering a demographic crisis due to the falling birth rates. Japan's population has declined for 16 consecutive years. Yeah, I saw something. It was from 1990 to now, the population of under 18-year-olds has fallen 5% or more across the country.
Yeah, I'm just gonna send you the actual.
And that's in the
link.
United States. I'm talking about the United States. In the United States, since 1990, we have seen a 5% decrease in people under the age of 18 in the overall population.
I just sent one to you. That's a link to a graph, and that one's U.S. remittances to India. I think you can actually look up and find Japanese. Hold on one second. I'll try to find that one as well. Japanese.
So the reason we're bringing these ones up, though, the remittances, is because we're pointing out that there's a lot of people coming over here for work, whether legal or illegal, and they're sending the money back to their home country. They're not keeping it in our economy.
Correct. They are not keeping it in our economy, and they are essentially paying. I can find the U.S. to India ones, but I'm having trouble finding the Japanese remittances, which is a whole other problem kind of thing. But I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Received.
Fox says we're sending the Taliban 40 million per week.
Yeah. That's all happening and everything. Again, if you could pull up those graphs that I've sent you, though.
Sure. Which one? We've got this
Yeah,
one,
yeah,
Middle
that
East,
one.
North Africa, Afghanistan, Pakistan.
Yeah, that one is all of the Middle East and basically all of the Muslim countries, and you'll see that remittances fucking start going up out of nowhere. Just go out of this high like sky kind of thing. Can you go to the next one, which I believe is just Pakistan?
Yeah,
That's just Pakistan.
nothing but up.
Nothing but at some point, the official policy of these governments was we're going to send people to your country to work. They will send money back to us. I think that was actually I can't remember if this is just a conspiracy theory, real quick. India, what is it? Plan of sending workers abroad. I believe this is an actual policy, though. Tens of millions of workers. Yeah, it's in the New York Times. Migration policy, Japan, all of this. This is a controlled link and everything. And I should have brought this up. I apologize for this, the nature of this. But essentially, like that is the actual economic plan of the country. Like
I don't pay for New York Times.
Yeah, I get you. I know it's going to be a thing, but this is actually the plan. Like Japan is on the list of countries on this shit that they're sending this to. New bill for Indian workers abroad does not offer protection. This is another one. This is the Indian Express reporting this one. I mean, like literally, the economic plan for India is to send people abroad to send money home. I literally am not making this shit up.
I mean, it's a good it's a good idea for someone for a country like this. Just send all your people to the wealthy country and send the money back.
Yes. Like literally, that is the economic plan of these countries. So when Trump goes to India, when Trump goes to Pakistan, all of these things, you've had all of these trucker incidences, right? Recently, all of these truckers seem to be from two countries.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
There was the naked Chinese man though last week. I don't know if you're aware of that.
I did not see that one.
Oh, this is fucking hilarious. So they there's a truck pulled over on the side of the road. He's in a no brake or no parking kind of off ramp situation, and the cop comes up to him and is like, "Hey, like what the fuck are you doing?" kind of thing. And the guy opens the door, starts talking to him and stuff. He's like, "Put some pants on, man. Like, put some pants on." He's literally wearing boxers, and he's just chilling in his cab kind of thing. I don't know if he was taking a nap. But they basically ended up finding out that this Chinese trucker couldn't speak English, did not know any of the road signs.
Let me
There's no
guess,
way
he got
this
his
guy-
license from California.
I think he did. Before we go off on that very much further, to be clear, Texas, Kentucky, Florida, California, and a couple other states have all been caught now in all different kinds of CDL schemes. So this shit isn't just California. Like, as much as I want to rag on California, like it's not just California.
Unfortunately, I know there was that huge scandal up in Washington too.
Yep. So all of this is real. All of this is a thing, and what the fuck? But essentially, the reason I wanted to talk about this was as the right wing Iron Lady of Japan has caved and let Indian workers in.
America first. Woo!
Well, I mean, the Japanese lady was like Japan first kind of thing. Like that was part of her whole campaign shit.
Yeah, I mean, Trump's campaign was America first too. So
And
I don't.
she has already backtracked on her largest like campaign promise.
Maybe she got in and realized how bad the population crisis was and was like, "Damn, we need some foreign workers."
I've thought about this, and I think I brought it up with you before. Is I think the reason they're letting in so many immigrants is because they don't want the real estate market to crash, because that's where all the boomers have their money.
That's very possible. I mean, you have to keep the economy flowing with a younger population.
What is it? BlackRock or whatever is one of the largest real estate owners in the entire United States.
Yes.
And that's where most people's pension is.
Yeah, so if they go down, there a lot of people go down.
Yeah, if you like pop the real estate bubble, everybody's fucked.
Yep.
Intentionally. I think they've intentionally set it up that way. But yeah, that's what's going on there. So anyhow, that's essentially what I wanted to talk about, is the fact that the US seems to be behind a lot of mysterious backtracking on a lot of deals and things that are going on with a lot of countries right now. And it all seems to be kind of centered around shit like that. You know, again, I was talking to you about this or whatever right before, and the reason that I have those graphs and all of this is because I have a friend huge into AI, automation, works in a factory, all that kind of shit. And I told him I just wish this presidency was more transparent. And this is the Tom Homan thing, just, while we're on the subject.
Well, we're about to go to the Cash Patel story next, so.
Oh yeah. Tom Homan was on Timcast or whatever in an interview with one of his live segments, kind of thing, and he said, "I hope we plan to have 400,000 deportations by the end of the year." That's what he said. Less than a few days later, the Department of Homeland Security said that they are at 500,000 for the year. When they said that they were at 200,000, we know that that wasn't true, or they weren't filling all of the FOIA requests, because the only organization to get raw numbers from these people is a leftist organization with FOIA requests that had it reported at like 170,000, a little bit over 170,000. So when they're at 170,000, they're saying 200, and when they're saying that we plan to be at 400 by the end of the year, very next, within a couple of days, they say they're at 500,000. It's all just bullshit. It's just all bullshit.
Well, whether it's 200 something or 500, that's still not the mass deportations that we need.
It's not, but the self-deportations were reported to be over 2 million back in August, September, something like that. But we haven't had any updates on that.
How do you track a self-deportation?
Because the self-deportation app or whatever, they repurpose that app so that, they pull it up on their phone.
But do you really believe that 2 million illegal immigrants downloaded a government app to say, hey, I'm leaving?
Supposedly, as part of their agreements as refugees and asylum seekers and all that shit, they had to keep that app already on their phone. The Trump administration gave an update to that app that basically allowed them to apply for self-deportation. So these people might have already had the app on their phone.
Well, let me just say this. Do you believe the self-deportation number?
Fuck no. Fuck no.
That seems to be the consensus in the chat.
Yeah, we know that they were off by 30,000 in fucking June or July, which is the most recent reliable information according to that leftist organization tracking deportations. They were off by 30,000. So they were off by about 15%. Let's say at 2 million, they were actually at 1.7. There's just a whole lot of trust me, bro, throughout this entire fucking administration. And no, I will not trust them anymore. Like, I want real fucking numbers. I had the conversation with, again, the guy who works in database automation, AI, kind of all this shit, right? We're in 2025, Tyler. When an officer arrests someone, do they sit there and manually, by hand, fill out that paperwork anymore?
I have seen stuff where they'll take notes by hand and stuff, but no, generally they'll use the computer in their car, or they'll just use their phone.
And even if it's filled out by hand, they have to then enter that into a computer
somewhere at some point.
And there's all kinds of database tracking for arrest and crimes and murders and all kinds of shit, right? And so my question here is, if it's all on a database, because it's all on a fucking database, that's a jQuery. That's literally a JavaScript query into a database. When they say, well, we can't get you real numbers because it's just too difficult, you can fucking tell me exactly how many deportations you had last Friday at 3 p.m.
Just a little bit of coding.
with just a little bit of coding. That's all the fuck we need.
What's funny is
just,
you could literally ask like ChatGPT, be like, "Hey, make a JavaScript for me to read this." Like
yes,
even if you fully don't know, because I've done this already with AI. You can literally ask AI for a coding mechanism, and it'll explain exactly how to do it.
no, and again, this AI automation guy and whatnot, he basically is filleting Trump as much as he can. He's from the Southwest U.S. Currently lives in Korea, works in some factory automated processes and shit. And he's a really good friend of mine, so I don't want to give him too much shit on this. But he was like, well, there's 22 types of things that are, between the arrest and the deportation. And I'm like, dude, it's a Java query. It's a
That and there's
Java
people
query.
that are we put them in these positions to keep track of that stuff.
And he literally kept trying to make excuses. And I was like, put big balls on this. He will be done before his lunch one day. You
Right.
ask him this in the morning to do this, he will be done by lunch, and we will be fucking done with updated. And he kept going. I was like, it's a Java query. You are not refuting anything I fucking said.
Yeah.
You are young enough that you likely had some sort of high school class on databases. I'm going to assume you had some sort of computer information system class, correct?
No, I didn't do any computer classes.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry about you kind of thing. But literally, Tyler,
We had some classes, but we weren't doing coding.
it's a Java query.
Yeah.
I can't fucking tell you enough how just
All these government systems are supposed to be connected and share information across each other to some extent, and then I don't know, man.
it's a fucking Java query.
There just isn't enough going on. I think you greatly overestimate how advanced the government is technologically and how integrated the databases and other systems are. Gracie, I think you vastly underestimate. I think you vastly underestimate how much our government doesn't actually care to get the issues solved.
Oh yeah, Gracie. Here's the thing. I understand that they're all using different databases. I understand that they're not in a unified system. I understand that they're not even talking to each other well, okay? But every state has their own fucking system. And you can Java query 50 times. When I say that you can just Java query this shit, it's not fucking difficult.
Or Tom Homan can send someone to each department who knows how to do coding. They're like, hey, real quick, I'm just going to put this code in.
Send big balls to 50 different states. He'll have it done in a month and a half. I literally cannot fucking express to you how fucking simple this shit is.
Yeah,
the main thing, why do we not get crime data for 2 or 3 years?
because it takes a long time to gather it, Stork.
The FBI's crime data shouldn't be this fucking difficult either.
No, we should get an update once a month.
We literally I'm not asking for a month, but realistically, we could have daily updates on fucking crime.
We live in a day and age where the government and technology is so powerful that yes, if they wanted to and they put their heart onto it, they could do that, daily updates, but we're not there. I want to jump to the next story with Kash Patel.